Welcome to the 2013 MILB Intern Draft. We are live from beautiful Melbourne, Florida, where some of the game's future stars await to hear their names called. Hi everyone, I'm Mike Slocum alongside my partners Gus Spooneyberger and Mel Chazinski. The three of us have covered a number of intern drafts, but as we have all learned, you never know what to expect. The Brevard County Manatees are on the clock, so let's send it down to the podium for the first pick.
With the first choice, as the voice of the Manatees 2013, Brevard County Manatees select David Walkovic, Penn State University.
Dave Walkovic, the #1 pick. No surprise there. They had already reached an agreement between the Manatees and Walkovic, but now it's official. You see that collegiate record he set last year. Fun fact, guys, he chews gum on the air every single game, but you cannot even tell. That's the type of talent that made him the first pick in the draft.
Looking at the paperwork here, it says he's got some previous experience working part-time with the Cubs minor league team in the radio booth. I got 2 words for you guys: Harry Carey. This kid's got the potential. He's going to be the highest paid rookie in the league since Henry Rowan-Gardner.
Well, Dave Walkovic, a real stout recruit out of Penn State, real hard-nosed Philly kid, knows what it takes to be a winner. The Nittany Lions are sure going to miss this kid. Everyone and their mother had him on their big board. When you hear his voice, you'll know why. Great draft pick for the Manatees.
Walkovic went #1 overall to the Manatees, and we heard they were eyeing up that guy, Kevin Marlowe, as well. Is he going to join Walkovic in Brevard? Back to the podium.
Brevard County Manatees select for stadium operations intern Kevin Marlowe, Florida State University.
So there's the pick, Kevin Marlowe, 6'1", 200 pounds even, out of Florida State University. The handyman, not afraid to get his hands dirty, clean a little algae, and well, by the end of this, it looks like he'll have one of the best hands in the league, eh, Gus?
I tell you what, Mike, I love this pick. At the combine, left to right field, he really covers some ground. He could get signs up and left, and then immediately before you knew it, there he is in right field. He's poised out there. That's the most important thing. The most impressive part about his combine showing was his 40 time. He chased down a raccoon that was just running all over the field. He had to run a 4.4 out there. And I tell you what, I don't know what kind of wildlife he's going to see down here at Space Coast Stadium. This kid knows the area like Christopher Columbus knows how to guide a ship.
Well, I don't know, guys. Marlowe, real stout recruit out of Florida State. They went out on the limb here. Hopefully, it doesn't turn into one of the ultimate backfires for the Manatees.
Hopefully not, Mel. Let's send it down to the 4th member of our broadcast team, Dale Ponder, who's caught up with Kevin Marlowe.
The feeling you have of being drafted by your hometown team.
Oh, you know, it's a great feeling. You know, at first I got to thank all my friends, my family, the man up above. Thank all the people that I beat out that were trying to get drafted as well, all my opponents. I'd like to thank the Manatees. Look forward to the position, getting a nice tan on my legs, on my face. Since I'll be outdoors, it should be a great time.
I know that during the combine, you had a really good showing of hanging up signs, use of a drill, and that was really a big part of you being drafted in this position. How important was it for you to put on that showing at the intern combine?
Oh, it was, obviously it was crucial. Maybe it led to me getting drafted, but I have a lot of experience hanging up posters in my room. I think that really helped, helping out around the house, Dad with the drill, so it all came in handy.
Brevard County Manatees select for merchandise coordinator Brian Franz, St. Leo University. That's your agent. Congratulations. That looks good on you.
Brian Franz, not a bad pick, I'll tell you, for merchandise coordinator. Even though most people in the country probably never heard of him, he really impressed at the combine, and that's why he goes here, I think. He was telling me a story, really nice kid, by the way, but he was telling me a story the other day about how he once sold an ice cube to a Penguin. How do you do that? I don't know what they teach these kids at these small schools.
You know what, Mike? I ain't nothing on this kid. I'm speechless. I'm going through these papers. Not a single thing here about anybody from St. Leo. Is this a typo here? Can anybody help me out? In St. Louis? Anything like that? I tell you what, the Manatees are throwing us a curveball here. That GM down there, he knows what he's doing, so we'll see if they can pull this one off.
You know, Gus and Mike, this kid wasn't anywhere near making my big board. I'll tell you, he could become some sleeper pick by the end of the 2013 season. From what I hear, he's got a fiery personality, and judging by that chin, they could be right.
Let's send it down to Buck Moneymaker, who's caught up with the newest Manatee.
How excited were you when you heard your name called by Brevard County?
Definitely was really excited about hearing my name called. You know, at the combine, I was scouted by Jupiter and Daytona. They offered me, you know, positions. I kind of was like, you know, I'm gonna wait for draft day. I'm definitely excited to be here in Brevard. I'm excited to see how this organization is done, and I'm excited to see what we can do in the team store.
You're going to be working a lot in merchandise. You have to be folding clothes left and right. You think you're up for it?
Oh, definitely. You know, in college, I had to fold all my own clothes, and my mom stopped doing my laundry when I was like 7, so I'm definitely ready to fold clothes for the team store.
Thanks, Buck. There's a look at John Manzoyan. He was projected to go in the first or second round, but he's still on the board and taking a little cat nap. He just cracked a smile. Maybe got some good news. Down to the
Brevard
podium.
County Manatees select box office assistant John Manzoyan, Ohio State University.
John Manzoyan, a small kid out of Ohio State, but he's a fighter. This kid really has no limits. He once sold playoff tickets in April. He didn't care. He had a really good combine as well, and a lot of people thought he might go even higher, but here he is. What do you think about this kid, Mel?
Mike, I tell you, this Manzoyan kid has a great heart. He's very passionate about sales. You know, Gus, I bet you he can sell a cherry popsicle to a lady in white gloves. That's how much confidence I have in this Buckeye pickup by Brevard.
I tell you what, I like this pick, Mike and Mel. He was one of the few 5-tool players at the combine. This kid swipes credit cards, prints tickets, rips tickets. He always has a smile, and he's a switch-hitting dual threat. This kid takes phone orders and helps the customer at the ticket window at the same time. The Manatees have a few more holes to fill, so let's see what they do here. Rumor has it, though, there's some trade talks going on. They're desperately trying to move up here.
Funny you say that, Gus, because we just gotten word that the Manatees have sent a game-used Gatorade cooler, an internet router, and a season ticket package up to Daytona for the rights to the next pick. Back to the podium to see who the Manatees take after the trade.
Community Relations Assistant, Brevard County Manatees select Josh Bates, University of Toledo.
Glad you're part of the team, Josh. Yes, sir. Before I work with you.
Josh Bates out of Toledo. He was maybe the most talented overall prospect in the whole draft, but his stock fell due to a multitude of reasons, including one of the most horrific injuries you will ever see. But he worked hard to get back to top form. This might be the steal of the draft, guys.
Well, guys, pretty big move by Brevard to trade up. This kid Josh Bates out of Toledo has a lot to prove after that injury. The Rockets aren't known for having the sharpest tools in the shed to make it to the pros. It'll be interesting to see how he works out down in Florida.
The Manatees traded up and got their guy here. They're a small market team, though, and Josh is a high-risk pick since he wants the money of a first or second round pick and threatens to hold out if he has to be the mascot. He still probably sees Randall Simon in his nightmares, though. Could be a while before we see him up in Brevard County.
Brevard County Manatees select Guest Services Representative Andy Hauk, Washington State University.
Now you're part of the team, Andy. Look forward to you doing good things in guest services.
Out of Washington State, it's Andy Hauk, not Hawk, even though he has the eyes of a hawk when he's picking up phones. But once he gets on the actual phone, sometimes it's a different story.
It's funny that you mentioned that, Mike. The kid once transferred a call for the GM to the bullpen. Instead of calling in for the righty, they're calling for his head. They call him the Shredder. All this kid does is shred. I tell you what though, this is a great asset for the Manatees Ball Club.
Wow, Andy Howard. Not too many people had this kid on their radar. He's got to feel fortunate as he slides right into the last spot. Out of Spokane, Washington, Howard will fit right in with customer service. Don't judge a book by its cover, because when I sat down with the kid and talked to him, he turned out to be a pretty interesting character. And you know, Gus, I call him the magician. You give him a stack of papers and boom, they're gone. I'm interested to see how this kid is going to turn out in that hot Florida climate.
Well, guys, it's a big day for the Brevard County Manatees. Here's what GM Kyle Smith and AGM Chad Lovett had to say about their draft picks.
What do you think these draft picks have done for you?
Well, we're going to find out day one. I mean, between the guys that we've scouted at the winter meetings and at their pro day at their university, we're going to find out. And starting January 7th is really when we're going to start seeing what we got when they throw up the training camp.
And on utilizing the interns you selected this year.
Well, hopefully they can help us out right away. As you guys know, we are a small market team. We can't go out there and sign free agents for every open position. So we expect all of our interns to come in and help us out day one, and as far as building the franchise in its 20th season, and hopefully building not only a family-friendly environment, but also a championship season in our 20th season.
Now the draft's over, Chad, a lot of new faces in town. What are you looking forward to for this upcoming season?
I'm looking forward to a great year. It's 20th season of Manatees baseball. We have a great group of interns coming in from all over the United States. We have some great schools like University of Toledo. He's probably the best person that came from. It's just going to be an overall great year, probably one of the best in Manatees baseball history.
So, Chad, do you feel like there's any pressure being the 20th season, you as the new assistant GM, any pressure on you to win right away?
There's always pressure. Numbers have to be there. I think overall they'll be there. They better be, I guess, or I'll be out of a job.
It was a busy day for the Brevard County Manatees as they add 6 new members to their staff. If you want to see these guys in action, make sure you come out to the ballpark as the Manatees are celebrating their 20th anniversary at Space Coast Stadium. For Mel, Gus, and our whole crew, I'm Mike Slocum. We'll see you at the ballpark for the home opener, April 5th.